Expand your vocabulary with our Core 2000 Words ebook. It's free and packed with essential expressions that you'll use on a daily basis. Start building your vocabulary today. Click the link in the description below to download your free Czech ebook before it's gone.
Welcome to CzechClass101.com's Česky za 3 minuty, the fastest, easiest and most fun way to learn Czech. Ahoj, já jsem Veronika. Těší mě. Hi, I'm Veronika. Nice to meet you. In this series, you are going to learn basic Czech expressions. It's super easy and it only takes 3 minutes. In this lesson, you are going to learn how to introduce yourself in Czech. You'll start speaking right away, but first, it's important to clarify that in Czech, there is a difference between the formal and the informal language. Let's first see how Czech people introduce themselves in an informal situation. Ahoj, já jsem Veronika. Ráda tě poznávám. Hi, I'm Veronika. Nice to meet you. Ahoj, já jsem Veronika. Ráda tě poznávám. For males, the form of ráda changes to rád. Ahoj, já jsem Petr. Rád tě poznávám. Hi, I'm Petr. Nice to meet you. Ahoj, já jsem Petr. Rád tě poznávám. Start by saying ahoj, já jsem. Then say your name. Ahoj, já jsem Veronika. Finally say ráda tě poznávám if you are a female or rád tě poznávám if you are a male. Ahoj, já jsem Veronika. Ráda tě poznávám. Ahoj, já jsem Petr. Rád tě poznávám. And now let's see the same sentence in formal speech. Dobrý den, já jsem Veronika Nová. Ráda vás poznávám. Good day, I'm Veronika Nová. Nice to meet you. Dobrý den. Já jsem Veronika Nová. Ráda vás poznávám. And again, the form of ráda changes to rád for males. Dobrý den, já jsem Petr Nový. Rád vás poznávám. Hi, I'm Petr Nový. Nice to meet you. Dobrý den, já jsem Petr Nový. Rád vás poznávám. So what has changed from the previous introduction? Let's take a close look at these expressions together. Ahoj has been substituted with the formal greeting Dobrý den, Czech for good day. Já jsem Veronika has not been changed. Já jsem simply means I am. However, during a formal self-introduction, we also say our last name. So I said Veronika Nová. Here you would say your full name. Finally, pay attention to the ending. We went from tě poznávám to vás poznávám. What changes is the Czech word for you in the accusative case. In a formal sentence, we use the more polite word vás. One more time, the informal way to introduce yourself in Czech is Ahoj, já jsem Veronika. Ráda tě poznávám for females. And Ahoj, já jsem Petr. Rád tě poznávám for males. The formal way to introduce yourself is Dobrý den, já jsem Veronika Nová. Ráda vás poznávám for females. And Dobrý den, já jsem Petr Nový. Rád vás poznávám for males. Now it's time for Veronika's insights. When you introduce yourself, it's a good habit to shake hands. If you are not sure whether to use ráda tě poznávám, rád tě poznávám, ráda vás poznávám, or rád vás poznávám, just say simply těší mě. As I said at the beginning of this lesson, těší mě means I am pleased to meet you. If you use the correct sentence with Czech people, they're definitely going to be impressed. That's it for this lesson. Do you know how we say thank you in Czech? You will learn how to say this and many other words in the next lesson. Ahoj příště. See you then.
Want to master grammar so you can speak properly, express yourself better, and understand more? In this video, I'll show you how to master grammar with our lessons and learning program. Let's begin. Number 1. Listen to the lesson conversations and explanations. In every lesson, you learn a conversation. Then, our teachers break down every word and grammar rule. So you're actually learning grammar rules in the context of conversations, and you can easily see how they're used. Once you're done, review the conversation again and again to remember what you've learned. Number 2. Read the bonus explanations and tutorials. With the lesson notes, you get extra grammar explanations and examples that are not presented in the lesson. After you're done with the lesson, read the lesson notes for extra review. You can even save them as PDFs so that you can access them anytime. Number 3. Leave a comment on the lesson. Once you've learned a grammar point, be sure to use it. Leave a comment in the comments section. Write some example sentences for practice. Our teachers will review your comment and give you feedback. Number 4. Unlock even more grammar lessons. If you want to find all of the grammar lessons available, visit our lesson library. Under Category, choose Grammar. You'll get all of the pathways and lessons dedicated to helping you learn and master sentence patterns and grammar points. So, if you're ready to finally learn a new language the fast, fun, and easy way, sign up for your free lifetime account by clicking on the link in the description. Signing up takes less than 30 seconds, and you'll start speaking from your very first lesson. If you enjoyed these tips, hit the like button, share it with anyone who's trying to learn a new language, and subscribe to our channel. We release new videos every week. I'll see you next time. Bye!
Ahoj, já jsem Veronika. Hi everybody, I'm Veronika. Welcome to czechclass101.com's Česky za 3 minuty, the fastest, easiest and most fun way to learn Czech. In the last lesson, we learned how to introduce ourselves in Czech. In this lesson, we are going to learn how to use good manners as you thank people. Připraveni? Are you ready? Tak začneme. So let's start. There are several ways to thank someone. Let's start with the easiest. It's just one word. Děkuju. Děkuju. Děkuju means thank you. When saying thank you very much, you just need to add moc. Děkuju moc. Moc means a lot. So děkuju moc is like saying thank you very much. During the last lesson, we discussed the informal and the formal way of speaking Czech. Děkuju is the casual way to thank someone. If you want to be more formal, there is another phrase you should use. Děkuju vám. Děkuju vám. Let's break this phrase down. Děkuju means thanks. Vám is a formal word for you in the dative case. Notice that we don't use vás, as in the last lesson. We will discuss Czech pronouns in more depth in a later lesson. The full sentence once again. Děkuju vám. How do you answer? It's easy. Here are 2 different ways to do it. The first is prosím. Prosím. This means you're welcome. Prosím can be used with just about anybody. The other way to say you are welcome is the expression není zač. Není zač. Literally, this phrase means there is nothing to thank me for, or you don't have to thank me. But it has become a common and polite way to respond to someone thanking you. So when someone says děkuju to you, you can simply reply with prosím or není zač. Now it's time for Veronica's insights. If you're not sure about whether to use děkuju or děkuju vám, keeping it simple is always your safest bet. You don't have to worry about formal or informal situations. Děkuju can be used with just about anyone, anywhere and at any time. In spoken Czech, you can also hear the word díky. It is a very casual and easy way to thank someone. Do you know what nashledanou means? In our next lesson, you will learn this and other greetings in Czech. Děkuju a ahoj příště!
Learning to carry a conversation is vital to mastery of any language. Even beginners can quickly learn conversational language well enough to carry on real conversations with native speakers. Of course, beginners won't be able to carry a conversation the same way they could in their native language. But just knowing a few tips, like which questions to ask to keep a conversation going, are all you need to speak and interact with real native speakers. Before we get to specific suggestions, let's first take a closer look at how having real conversations in your target language is so vital to your mastery of the language. Communicating with other people is the very point of language, and conversation comes easily in our native tongue. For beginners, or anyone learning a new language, conversations aren't easy at all, and even simple greetings can be intimidating and awkward. Nothing kills a conversation faster than long periods of awkward silence, so you need practice and specific strategies to avoid them. When you know what to say to keep a conversation going, communication becomes much easier, and you make a better impression on your listener. Nothing will help you learn to speak a language faster and truly master the language than having real conversations with native speakers. Conversations quickly expose you to slang, cultural expressions, and vocabulary that force you to absorb and assimilate information faster than any educational setting. And that's a great thing. But how can you possibly have real conversations with real people if you're just starting out? Here are 3 proven methods that even beginners can quickly use to learn conversational language to make a great impression and avoid awkward silences. First, ask questions to keep a conversation going. For beginners and even more advanced speakers, the key is to ask questions to keep a conversation going. Of course, they can't be just random questions, or else you may confuse the listener. But by memorizing a few key questions and the appropriate time to use them, you can easily carry a conversation with minimal vocabulary or experience. And remember, the more conversations you have, the quicker you will learn and master the language. Second, learn core vocabulary terms as quickly as possible. You don't need to memorize thousands of words to learn conversational language. In fact, with just a couple hundred words, you could have a very basic conversation. And by learning maybe 1,000 to 2,000 words, you could carry a conversation with a native speaker about current events, order in restaurants, and even get directions. To help you get started with this, check out our 2,000 common words, also known as our core list. These 2,000 words are all you need to learn to speak fluently and carry a conversation with a native speaker. Third, study video or audio lessons that you can play and replay again and again. If you want to know how to carry on a conversation, then you need exposure to native speakers, and the more, the better. Studying video or audio lessons is ideal because they provide contextualized learning in your native language, and you can play them again and again until you achieve mastery. Our instructors have created more than 2,500 video and audio lessons that you can play over and over. And the best part is, they don't just teach you vocabulary and grammar. They are designed to help you learn to speak and teach you practical everyday topics like shopping, ordering, and more. Although it may seem intimidating for a beginner, the truth is that it's very easy to learn conversational language. Just learn a few core vocabulary terms and which questions to ask to keep a conversation going. Our language learning program has the world's largest online collection of video and audio lessons by real instructors, plus tons of advanced tools to help you learn to speak and carry on a conversation quickly. Just a little practice and exposure to real conversations or lessons is all it really takes. So, if you're ready to finally learn a new language the fast, fun, and easy way, sign up for your free lifetime account by clicking on the link in the description. Signing up takes less than 30 seconds, and you'll start speaking from your very first lesson. If you enjoyed these tips, hit the like button, share the video with anyone who's trying to learn a new language, and subscribe to our channel. We release new videos every week. I'll see you next time. Bye!
Ahoj, já jsem Veronika. Hi everybody, I am Veronika. Welcome to CzechClass101.com's Česky za 3 minuty, the fastest, easiest and most fun way to learn Czech. In the last lesson, we learned how to be grateful to people by saying děkuju. In this lesson, you will learn some of the most common greetings used in the Czech Republic. Připraveni? Are you ready? Tak začneme. So let's start. The most common informal greeting is ahoj. Ahoj. Ahoj means hi or hello. We should only use this greeting with friends or relatives. The most common formal greetings will change depending on the time of day. Let's start with dobrý den. Dobrý den. Literally, dobrý den means good day. As a rule of thumb, we can use dobrý den only during the daytime, from late morning until early evening. In the morning, we say dobré ráno, which means good morning. Dobré ráno. During the evening, we say dobrý večer. Dobrý večer. Den, ráno, and večer are Czech for day, morning, and evening, respectively. Easy, right? Dobrý is the form of the adjective used in combination with masculine nouns, and dobré is the form we use with neuter nouns. It means good. What should you say when you leave? Czech people usually say na shledanou when leaving in a formal situation. Na shledanou. Na shledanou means goodbye. If we say goodbye to friends or our relatives, we use the informal word ahoj. Ahoj. Maybe you have already noticed, but informal hello and goodbye are the same in Czech. In both situations, we simply say ahoj. Now you can greet people in many different ways in Czech. Let's review them all again. First, the greetings. Informally, we simply say ahoj. Formally, use dobré ráno in the morning, dobrý den in the afternoon, and dobrý večer in the evening. When leaving in a formal situation, we say na shledanou. And in an informal situation, it's ahoj. It's easy, isn't it? Now it's time for Veronika's insights. You can also hear other greetings in the Czech Republic. For example, young people might use nazdar for hello when they meet each other. It is also very common to use the word čau for both hello and goodbye in informal situations. But I'm sure you could guess what it means if you happen to hear it in the streets. In the next lesson, you will learn the meaning of the phrase mluvíte anglicky? Do you already know it? I will be waiting to talk about it with you in our next Czech in 3 minutes lesson. Ahoj!
If you're tired of knowing and speaking the language at a basic level and want to express yourself fluently just like native speakers, then you'll need to learn grammar. The problem? It can be tricky to learn. But don't worry, in this guide you'll discover how to learn and master grammar with the Grammar Bank. 1. Where to get all of the grammar explanations you'll ever need. 2. The best way to learn grammar that's right for your level. And 3. How to expose yourself to real examples until the rules become natural to you with a study tool called the Grammar Bank inside of our learning program. But first, if you don't yet have access to our program, sign up for a free lifetime account right now. Just click the link in the description. First, what is the Grammar Bank? The Grammar Bank is like a grammar dictionary, except online. It's a database of the must-know grammar rules and explanations that makes it easy to look up specific rules and learn them. Look for it in the top menu of our site. 2. How do you learn grammar with it? The best way to learn grammar is not to just study rules, but to learn in context and hear the grammar used in real life. And that's exactly how you learn with our lessons. You learn a quick conversation and hear how the grammar rules are used within that conversation. 3. What if you come across grammar that you're not familiar with? Or what if you want to review a specific rule without going back to redo a lesson? That's where the grammar bank comes in. You can look up grammar rules and get the explanations, examples, and links to lessons where we cover these rules. You can also sort grammar by learning level. So if you're an absolute beginner and want to make sure you know all of the absolute beginner grammar rules, you can do just that with the grammar bank. You can also sort the rules by spelling, category, and lesson series. And if you want to get used to the grammar patterns so that you can use them in conversation and become fluent, the best way is to expose yourself to examples as much as possible. Grammar is hard at first, but gets easy once you get used to it with enough exposure. Be sure to access the related lessons inside the grammar bank and listen to the native conversations that use the rule as much as possible. So, if you want to become fluent and speak perfectly, you'll need grammar. Take advantage of the grammar bank inside of our learning program. But if you don't yet have access, sign up for a free lifetime account right now. Just click the link in the description to sign up. Expand your vocabulary with our Core 2000 Words ebook. It's free and packed with essential expressions that you'll use on a daily basis. Start building your vocabulary today. Click the link in the description below to download your free Czech ebook before it's gone.